My last job that I had, that I gave up quite a couple of years ago now, I was a bus driver in London. Um, I I had bought lots of shiny objects and lost lots of dosh before meeting Mr. Crowe. And then basically my life turned round because I got somebody that told me the truth for a change.
Hello everyone, hope everyone is well. Welcome to this week's Mega Hot Seat. So I will introduce our special guest while I'm trying to get all the settings all working. I'll introduce our special guest. A lot of you will know tonight's special guest. She's pretty prolific inside the group. She's pretty prolific everywhere in general. Wherever OLSP is, she is pretty much there. And I think we're going to sort our problems just in time. Fingers crossed. There we go. I've just sorted it just in time. So, you're going to want to tag people in. You're going to want to make sure you have got all your team here, all your referrals, because this is going to be a special one. So, we've got George Wickens, MB, Rob, David, Prakash. See if you can guess who it would have been from the introduction. I think I told you. Sorry, guys. It's literally been like 10 minutes of going like crazy to get this thing working. We just got it working just before the live. So I'm not going to hang around anymore. I'm going to bring on our special guest. Let's flick on. Hopefully you can hear her. Here comes Mandy.
Hello, hello peeps.
How are you, Mandy?
I'm good, I'm good.
We had a few tech issues before, but I think we just got them sorted.
Hope so.
Just in time. I'm not prepared at all, but that's the way it goes. We have to play it by ear sometimes. So, Mandy, for those that don't know, tell everyone about yourself so everyone can get to know you if they don't know you already.
Right, my last job that I had, that I gave up quite a couple of years ago now, I was a bus driver in London. I had bought lots of shiny objects and lost lots of dosh before meeting Mr. Crowe. And then basically my life turned round because I got somebody that told me the truth for a change.
Makes a nice change, doesn't it, Mandy?
It does, it does. I was a bit upset when I first met you and you told me I was pants, but hey ho. After that, I nagged you and nagged you, and then you come up with something brilliant, and I found that, yeah, I can do this, and so can anyone.
Yeah, exactly. How long have we known each other now, Mandy?
I think it's about, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 years now.
5 or 6 years. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. When you think about it, not most programs don't even last 5 or 6 months, let alone 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. This one just goes on and gets better and better.
It goes.
There's just no.
Like the Duracell bunny.
Yeah.
It just goes on and on.
We started off with just a list building, didn't we? And then it just developed from there. And every time you get used to something, and then something brilliant, more brilliant comes along, you think it's not possible, and it just happens. That's it. So everybody's in for a treat with this lot that we've got now.
Yeah, it's getting more and more awesome. So, if you don't know Mandy, guys, okay, then she has done, I can't remember how much exactly, at least $5. I can't remember, Mandy.
Yeah.
Well, she's doing it full time. How long you done it full time for now, Mandy?
Over a year. It's over a year, nearly 2 years.
Is that all?
Yeah, well, I kind of. I tell you, you say full time, but I mean, is it full time?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of it all, I mean, I do spend a lot of time online anyway, and dabbling and doing a bit of coaching and a bit of this and a bit of that, but it's most, I mean, this is my main, this is what's kept me alive. This is my survival quest. Like,
And looking after Robert.
oh yeah, that and all. Only when he's not well.
Only when he's not well, which seems to
We'll
be all the
kill each
while.
other when he's well.
So if you have any questions for Mandy, guys, okay, if you have any questions, simply ask inside the comments, okay, and I'm keeping an eye on the comments. So any questions, just ask. I'll ask them to Mandy, and Mandy will give you the honest truth. Okay, she doesn't sugarcoat anything. Okay, she doesn't hold back, so she'll tell you exactly how it is. So a lot of the questions. So I normally have a list of questions, and most of them aren't relevant for you, Mandy, because you've been in for so long. You've literally been in for. Dave, start us up. And where did you get that T-shirt? I think he was going to say.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, where did you get that shirt? I think you mean.
That's my favourite. It's my lucky shirt.
Beverly says yellow is her favourite colour. So you've been with us 5 or 6 years. What strategies work the best for you, Mandy?
I just kind of go with the flow on the with the training. I mean, so many people have got their own ideas when they start on that, whereas I didn't. I didn't have an idea. I didn't have a bloody clue. I could only just copy and paste. Do you know what I mean? And you used to say things to me, and it was like you were talking in a foreign language. But I mean, eventually you kind of pick it up, and you start to know what these. I mean, people used to say to me, "What's put a keyword in." Like, well, what the bloody hell's a keyword? It's how are you supposed to know these things if you're not told?
Yep.
And it's like just the little things, and they, like other marketers, they don't understand that you don't know what these words mean, what these things are. And I found that, if I nagged you enough, you made a training on it. Yeah. So
that's probably the best way of putting it. If you nagged me enough, I did something. Basically.
Every time I've got stuck, you've unstuck me, and it's brilliant.
That's awesome to hear, Mandy. And it is important when you go through this journey to get the right answers from the right people, I think.
Yeah.
You need to ask people that have been there and done it the questions. That's why we put these Q&As on. That's why we do these hot seats and all these things for people. So there's a few questions. So as the questions come in, I'll ask them. I've got loads of questions as well. But what is the biggest lesson you've learnt, says Jean? What's the biggest lesson you've learnt?
Shut your mouth and listen.
Really? When did this happen? Was I ill that day?
It does happen. Because that works. If you don't listen to what people have got to tell you, then you don't know what they want.
Yep, I think that's a really good point.
How can you tell them what they want if they're not telling you any wants?
Perfect. I think it comes down to listening to other people as well. A lot of people, I think it's the same in, I just had something hit me, I think it's the same when you're trying to sell something and when you're trying to learn stuff. When you're trying to sell something, I think your ego kicks in, and you're like, I want to make the sale, so you're trying to tell how great it is when you should be listening. It's the same with learning something new. When you're trying to learn something, your ego thinks, well, I don't need to learn this. Whereas if you sit back and you think, right, this guy knows what he's doing, I need to listen, I need to research, and I need to do, I think that's when, you got to lose your ego. I think that's a big part of it for me when I started. Had to move your ego out the way and realise that you are new at something. When you are new, guys, is a big thing I say a lot. So how did you feel when you earned your first commission? Wow, that was a while back, wasn't it? Can you?
My very first commission was $28, and it took me months before I earned any more. And then it was like It just, once it clicked what I was doing, because even though I'd done the training and I was trying to put it into practice and everything, it kind of, it had to click. Hang on, this is how I'm supposed to talk to people. This is, this is how they're going to join me. They're not going to join me if I'm, abrupt. I've been accused of being, recently actually, I've been accused of being abrupt and rude and
Not you, Mandy.
Yeah, me.
No, I don't believe
and the
it.
thing is, I was actually trying to help that person when they accused me of that, and I kind of think, and I went, oh, hold on a minute, you take me the wrong way, you're going to have to get help from someone else, and I've had to take myself away, and I went, oh no, but when I sat and thought about it, and I kept reading it through, and I'm thinking, where was I rude? And but that's me, because I just come out with things, but it's, I mean, it may be a bit rough, it might be a little bit too hard, but it's honest.
Yep. You are very honest.
And sometimes it hurts, and I have to remember some people have feelings.
They do, man. You need to remember that. I need to remember that sometimes as well. $28, yeah, and that's what people don't realise. People think they're going to join a program. This is the normal route that you went through. I went through when I started. They're going to join a program. They're going to make quick, fast money, and then they don't, and they buy the next shiny object, and they think, well, that's going to give me quick, fast money, and it doesn't. So they jump onto the next thing, and that's going to give them quick, fast money, and that's not how this works, guys. Because every time you fail getting quick fast money and go to the next thing, someone is actually selling that to you. Okay, that is one of the ways we make commissions, guys, is through the shiny object seekers. So big lesson there, stop chasing shiny objects and learn the skills. Okay,
that's it.
Hard to realise, but I think you did that, man.
Stick with it, innit? You've got to stick with it, don't give up. Be consistent, because otherwise you're just going to walk away and someone else is going to get the money. But I don't mind clearing up after you if you want to walk away.
Larry's just said something that's going to stick in my mind forever. If you get rich in a lifetime, that's fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I've never heard that before, Larry. And that's exactly right. If you get rich in your life, that is quick. That's brilliant. That's fantastic way of putting it. So, what are the questions? Elise says that's what makes you unique. I must admit, thank God we've only got one Mandy. I don't know if I could handle two.
Well, thanks.
Interesting question. What do your grandkids think you do for a living?
My grandkids know. They've grown up with it. I mean, my eldest grandchild is 19 now, and I have been trying to get him into this for years. And he does sit with me sometimes, and he has started to look, and he is starting to show an interest, but generally when his birthday or Christmas is coming around.
Yeah. So he's clever. He comes round, like, it's coming up to Christmas, I need some presents. Who do I go see? Grandma.
That's it. So they give me their undivided attention when they're, when it's coming up to a good celebration, and I think, let them get on with it. But no, they are, I think as they're getting older, they're starting to realise a lot more about it than what they were, and there is a bit more interest there, but I need them to get full on. So when they actually start, I want them all to start together as a group and support each other.
Yep, that would be pretty cool. It's awesome when my daughter does my Instagram. She does all my Instagram, so it's really cool when you do it with family. It is. And it's good because a lot of youngsters are growing up in a world where it's fast changing, where technology's moving quick, and I want to teach my kids get a job, get nothing wrong with having a job, but there's easier ways to make money. You've just got to open your eyes to it. There's easier ways than getting a job. It just takes a bit of time.
I mean, my dream is that my grandchildren don't end up with jobs that make them dirty or make them unhappy, or and I just think that this is the answer.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. You see that stuff plastered online. It does take work, guys. Everyone's saying how easy it is. It does take work, okay? It does. That's why we teach you the way it is, not the way you want to hear it always, okay? We do try and teach you the way it is, because most of the other stuff doesn't really work, okay? Dave. Anthony, yes, more traffic. You need to go through the training. What's your favourite traffic source for Anthony? Mandy, what is your favourite?
My favourite traffic source is organic. But that's, I'm quite selfish on organic. I like it because I'm not spending any money for it. I just, it seems to be the thing. Yeah.
So would you say Facebook is your favourite Facebook?
Oh
organic?
yeah, definitely Facebook. I mean, I do dabble with the others just a little bit, but I'm only getting my feet wet. I'm not seriously doing it because there's so much on Facebook. Yep. And like people say, I'm fed up with Facebook, I can't get anybody, I'm going to go elsewhere. And I think, my God, there's billions of people that haven't even heard your name yet.
Yeah.
And, it's just, there's so many people that come to Facebook just to find a business. And it's, it just seems a waste. But that's okay, they can all go elsewhere and I'll keep Facebook. I'm not selfish.
No, I like the attitude. Attitude. There's a good question. So Jesse says, as a coach sensei, what is the ideal student look like? What does the ideal student look like?
You asked Jesse, of course. The ideal student is somebody that's quite fresh, that hasn't dabbled too much, to be fair. For me, I like people that they know nothing, and I get such a buzz when they're advancing. It's brilliant, yeah. But I find that some people, they might have gone and worked for someone else and they might have taught them some dodgy tricks and things that I totally go against my principles, and I won't play. Yeah, I do, and I don't hold back, and I do tell them exactly what I think of that method, and I won't have anything to do with that particular method, and they either do it my way or it's the highway. and that's it. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, there's a lot of people pick up bad habits. They're learning things from people, because what most, I don't know what you call them, super affiliates or whatever you want to call them, they teach methods that don't actually work for them. Whereas we've got people like Mandy, people like me, like people like a lot of other people who teach. We teach what works. Okay, Mandy's living proof. So many members are living proof of we teach what works. Okay. Anthony says, how long has OLSP been around? I'll ask you that, Mandy, because I always forget.
5 years, about 5 years it is.
5 years, exactly. We're going to be another 5 years as well, guys. We're going to be here until I've had enough. I was going to say of Mandy, but I'll never have enough of Mandy. We're going to be here for a long time. Look at the proof, guys. We've seen, haven't we, man? We've seen so many systems and things come and go. Some of them only last 6 months, don't they? They come and go all the time. These new ones.
The ones that make me laugh are the ones that try to copy, and they throw in all your stuff, and it's really. And I watch, and people say to me, come and join," and I go, "Yeah, all right, one day maybe I'll stay where I am," and I'm sitting on and I just wait, and it's awful to actually have to laugh when somebody has a downfall, but. Yeah. When you've told them that they're actually going to a copy site that won't have the same endings as what you can give, and they go totally against you, then when they have the downfall, I'm sorry, I'll laugh at you, mate. I can't help it. It's the way it goes. It's life. Yeah.
No,
I'm sitting pretty. I'm settled. I've got what I need.
yeah, I am, because loads of people, they do copy what we do, and they, I've learnt to live with that. But one thing I've learned is it's people like you, Robert, Fracas, watching Ayala, Beverly. It's the community that makes what we got special, and the way we help each other along. That's what's
Get
really.
the snowman because he'll get upset.
Dave as well. Dave's pretty special. Dave
They're all
sometimes.
pretty special. Most of them are special.
Yeah.
In that they've all got fantastic traits that, some of them I wish I had some of their traits. I can't, you can't, sometimes you just can't find little bits and pieces of you to give the sympathy out, and that when someone goes against what you're saying.
So there's a couple more questions, because we started a couple minutes late. So Anthony asked, this is an interesting question, because I'm going to let Mandy answer this, then I'm going to answer it for you, Anthony. How long did it take you for you to understand everything?
I watched the videos over and over again. I actually took 2 weeks off work to watch the first lot of videos that Wayne made. And I didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was up and down. I kept trying to go to bed and I kept trying to sleep, and I'd catnapped for 2 weeks and just went through the entire lot. I had to get through it. And I think it was the third or fourth time that I actually started taking action. Mm-hmm. But I didn't the first few times because I didn't get everything. Yeah. But it's as it goes along, something twigs and you say, oh, that's what he was on about in that one. And that's kind of how it went along. And it's so worth watching them more than once. Well, it was for me, because I was extra thick at the time.
You weren't just thick, you were extra thick.
Yeah, I was. Imagine if my bus was a tractor, it would have been I can't read and I can't write, but I can drive a tractor. So no, it's all works out quite well. But no, you've got to watch the videos. You've got to watch them more than once. You've got to take action. Yeah. You never learn anything without actually doing it.
Yeah, I think you put that perfectly. You understand it till you understand. I'm going to put a different spin on that, Anthony. The thing I love about this game is there's always something to learn. It never, ever stops. I have a coach who I go speak to after doing this for 15 years. Mandy has a coach after doing... How long have you done this for now, Mandy, in total?
Well, with you, I've been with you nearly 6 years. Since I've known you. But before that, I was emptying my bank account for about a year and a half.
So about 7.5 years?
Yeah, perhaps 7.5 years, maybe a little bit longer. But it was like... I was just getting ripped off by all and sundry.
Yeah, exactly. And there's always something to learn. So even after 7.5 years, Mandy will still be learning, because we do our masterminds and on those. We're always teaching and clearing things up. And I'll be learning until the day I stop. That's a good thing. That means your earnings can go up and up and up and up and up and up. Okay, and that's what you want. Okay, you're not going to know everything by tomorrow. Okay, and we're paid for what we kind of know and the action we take. It's that simple. Andy said it took me like 3 times to look over it, and I jumped in. Brilliant. Here's a question. I haven't read it all. If you had the choice to start again, knowing what you now know, which product or product combination would you start taking action on first? I.e., Mega Messenger, Toffee method, or vertical video, etc. Good question.
Well, I would basically go to the Toffee method, because that's where I found my success in the first place.
Yeah.
So, but I would if I had it all, if I could go back 7 years, get the iron out and do the wrinkles and that, I'd be on camera constantly in your face.
Good answer. I'd agree as well, James. If I was new, I would start with the toffee method. It's not the most advanced Facebook training we've got, but it will throw you in the deep end and get you thinking the right way and making commissions if you apply it properly. So yeah, the toffee method.
Foundations of everything, isn't it? Really.
Exactly, it's the foundations of everything. You can apply that to so many traffic sources. Not enough people. This is the problem I have. Not enough people get to the level where that can, like, they try all these shiny objects and they don't actually learn what we teach them and apply and adapt and have the aha moments. But the toffee method, I believe, is the best Facebook training out there. But we also have better training than that as well inside VIP. Awesome. I love it when I don't have to ask questions. That saved me a job. There's some questions. Judith says she's very lucky to have you as your coach, as her coach even. She is amazing. There you go, Mandy. You've got one amazing. Let's see how many amazings we can get on the call. 5, 7, 10, 15, 30, 100, 5,000. What other questions have we got? But all very good. Could I send my own emails to the people in my list table? You can with Mega Builders or Team Builders above. I don't know your names. You've got free lead system to generate profits. One tip I'd give is change it to your real name. Ronald says, "Oh look, got the amazings coming through now. They're actually coming through." Ronald says you're the best. Hilda says you're amazing. Larry says amazing. Judith says amazing. Donald says you're amazing. There you go. Lots of amazing. That's awesome to hear. So, what is one tip? I want you to think of a sentence or a paragraph you can put together, okay, for new people watching this, okay, to spur them into taking action, believing in themselves that they can do it, and doing the right things. What would that paragraph or book look like?
If you don't try, you can never have success.
Who needs a book, a paragraph, or a sentence when you got a few words? So there you go. That was if you don't try. If you don't try, you can never have success. You need not just try. But give it 100% proper go. Believe this is where you need to be, because it is. This is where you need to be. Mandy thought that when she started. She took 2 weeks off work. I didn't know that. She didn't sleep apart from catnapped. If you don't know what a catnap is, that's where you just fall asleep when you feel like you need a snooze. And gave it everything. Okay, and Mandy has made 10. I don't even know how much you made. Probably a lot more than your full-time job.
Loads more, yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm not. There's not. I'm not putting a figure on it, but I have made a lot of money, and I am very happy with what I've got. And considering the amount of things that I've done since I've started, I've done really well.
Do you feel like a personal question from me to you? Do you feel like you're grown as a person?
I feel like I'm intelligent now.
Okay. You feel like you're intelligent now.
I was a blonde bimbo when I started, and I could drive a bus, but I wasn't skilled in any way, and computers were totally. I mean, I was brought up in the non-electric typewriter era, so they'd only just come out when I was at school. So to actually be able to do a computer, it's, and the things I can do with it now, it's brilliant. And I am still learning every day.
Yep, that's the awesome thing. So anyone has an excuse, or should I say anyone that tells themselves excuses, I'm not very techy, I can't do, I've had them today. I don't know how to do this or do that. there's either a solution we've got, or you can learn to do it, guys. I don't care how old you are. Robert's 124 and he learned it. He's 124 and he learned it. So literally, if you want it enough, you can do it as well. You just have to have that self-belief that you can do this. And you can. I believe anyone can do this. I was similar to Mandy. I worked in a factory. I knew nothing. It's only through sheer determination to work through these things we're not good at that you become good at. That's all it is. It's that simple. Very simple. Just take massive action. So if there's no more questions, everyone, then Mandy, you were awesome as always, and I'm proud to have met you. Larry said, "Are you 77, Larry?" Amazing. I hope I'm still doing this at 77. I hope I'm still doing this at Robert's age. I don't know if I'll make it to 124 though. There's not many people. Not many people make it that old, is there? Awesome. So thanks for jumping on, guys. And we want. James Morris says I'm a ginger ninja. My brother's a ginger ninja. That's what. Yeah, we call him a ginger ninja. It doesn't matter, and I think Mandy is a shining example. Where you come from, what you think you know, what you think you don't know, it doesn't matter. Okay, if you want to do it, you can do it. Okay, it's that kind of simple. So you're a shining example, Mandy, and super proud to have you as part of the system.
Yeah.
Awesome answer. Awesome.
Okay.
All right, guys, we'll call it a day there. Thanks everyone for jumping on. Thanks to Mandy for jumping on as well and sharing her knowledge and her story with us. Dave says, "Way to go, bestie Mandy." Oh,
my David.
Thanks very much, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.